Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the PVC pipe bow hunting bow build, or I think that's what we have it titled as. And this is the bow finished. You can see we got it painted, and it's 100% PVC pipe. The little arrow rest, we just bent a piece of cut PVC pipe and put a little bit of leather on there, and it turned out pretty good. I went up there, found a string that, and bought a string that fit it. So I think a continuous loop string. It works pretty good. So we took it up to my local hardware store. They have a archery pro shop in there, Webster Hardware and Farm Supply. Jonathan, that's for you, buddy. There's your little plug. We run it through the chronogram and
Error. Maybe that error is a stealth error.
135. That's not bad.
135 feet per second, and it's pulling right at 45 pounds at 28 inches. It flinks narrow pretty good. So we're going to shoot it here a little bit and go over it, the performance. So I don't have no arrows. I'm going to have to go get them. They're still in the vehicle here, set up over here. We're going to shoot, I believe, 10 grains per pound. So the arrows are roughly 100 or 450 grains, and they fly really good. They're I just bought them. My wife's gonna hand me one. Thank you. These right here, they're the gold tip traditional. They're a little spendy, but they fly really good through this bow. I mean, the bigger fletching, and they're a little softer spline, but they fly really well. So we're going to go ahead and target's right down there. It's about 10, 15 yards, and we'll shoot some arrows through it, and we'll move the camera around, and then when we get done, I have a 125 grain, I believe it's a Muzzy broadhead, and I'm going to practice with those, because in the end result, this is part 2 right now, and we're going to do some review on it, and then part 3 we're going to do some hunting. Unfortunately, we were going through a move, and I missed turkey season, so I didn't really get to take anything that way with it. But down here in Florida, hogs are year round on private property, and I have a little hookup on private property, so maybe we can get close enough to shoot a hog with it. But all right, give me a minute, and we're gonna set up and we'll start shooting. All right, guys, we got it all stringed up, and we're gonna fling some arrows through it and see how well she does. These are, like I said, these arrows fly pretty good for this, because this piece of 1-inch PVC pipe, the center section being so wide, it's a lot for the arrow to go around. So, a little bigger fletching and a softer spine, it does good. I mean, they fly a lot better. Okay, guys, that was from probably 10 or 15 yards. I'm going to take a couple shots from a little further away, and we'll see how they fly coming at you. But you can see at 20 yards, I'm going to need a little bit of practice. I mean, I can hit the bag, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Well, I'm about to wrap it up. I'm going to put, I have a practice broadhead, one of those muzzies. I'm going to show you all that, and I'm going to shoot that a couple times and just see what type of penetration we get into this bag. I mean, this bag really isn't meant for a broadhead, but this bow isn't that heavy, so it shouldn't have too many issues with stopping it. I don't think it'll go through the bag. We're fixing to find out. Hey guys, so this is that muzzy broadhead. It's 125 grain broadhead. I'm going to shoot it at this block. This is just the cheap yellow jacket block, and we'll see what it does at about 15 yards. I've never shot a broadhead before out of a bow. This is the first time for me. Stay tuned. I don't know, it did pretty good. We'll put a big old hole in this sucker. I went in about that far. We'll shoot her. Not that far. I mean, that's plenty deep enough to kill something for sure. And we'll shoot it again. Maybe get a little bit more oomph on it this time. One more time, I don't like that shot. Alright guys, so I'm probably going to wrap it up. There's a storm rolling in. You can see it shoots good, and it has pretty good penetration. I mean, that was the second shot with that broadhead, and it's going in there pretty far, as you can see. I need to do a little bit of research. I don't know if these broadheads are going to work for this bow. They fly really weird. I'm probably going to shoot it a couple more times off camera. Good Lord, woman! Wife up there scaring the crap out of me. I'm going to do this, probably shoot a couple times off camera, and I might do a little bit of research on it. Like I said, this will be, I hunt and spend a lot of time outside, but I've never really bow hunted. I am going to bow hunt this year with a conventional bow, but I've decided that I would like to try to build a bow just to see as far as cost comparison. I mean, because really, besides these arrows, I have more money in these arrows, which I can use these arrows for my compound bow, than I do in the whole build. I mean, probably with a heat gun and buying this string, probably have less than $30 in this bow, and it shoots good. I mean, you know, you probably don't want to shoot it more than 20 yards. I mean, unless you could be better than me or more powerful bow. Like I said, I'm a novice at this. This is my first time, so stay tuned, follow along with us. Like I said, because the next video, I might make another video if I find some different broadheads that I like that fly a little better and show you those. But part 3 will more than likely be hunting, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe, and a lot more to come. Thanks, guys.